Hey, good morning, everybody. How are you this morning? I'll wait for you guys to get in. Yes, yes, yes. Say good morning when you hop in. Say good morning to me, so I know that you're here. I've got lots of good stuff, lots of fun stuff. Hey, good morning, April. How are you? Yesterday it was 66 degrees. It dropped from 50 to now it's 46, and it's going to go really, really cold today. Good morning, Ruth. Good morning, Adrian. Hey, Kira. I know, Kira. I can't wait either. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for leadership. That is going to be so fun. Sandra. Oh my gosh. Good morning to you, Sandra. Nice to have you with us this morning. Sandra's usually busy on Saturdays, business busy, but she's always busy. Yeah. I want you guys to have your notepads ready because I'm going to be sharing some tips with you today. Of course, you can always go back, but why would you when you can take notes? You know what you guys might want to think about doing? You might want to think about having a notebook just for Coffee with Kathy. Oh my gosh, why don't we do that? Right? Have a notebook. Hey, good morning, Karen. Tammy, good morning. Why don't we do that? I mean, it's not too late to start 2018 and beyond with that habit. What do you think? I think so too, Kara. I think that's a great idea. So go to the dollar store, get a fun notebook, snap a picture of it. In fact, let's do a contest. Everybody between now and, let's say, Wednesday, gives you plenty of time. No, let's say Monday. Between now and Monday, close of business Monday, so Monday evening. I need to make myself a note that I did this for you guys. I want you guys to get a notebook and label it Coffee with Kathy and snap a picture of it in this coffee group. And I'm going to draw a name from somebody. I'm going to draw a winner. What should we give? I'll have to decide that, but there'll be a winner, yes. So notebook, drawing. I'm going to make sure I don't forget. Monday, notebook, drawing, end of day. Yeah, let's do that. It's only going to be helpful for you. I mean, I don't need it. I've already got the notes when I prepare. So yeah, Emily, this is your first Coffee with Kathy. I hope you say after today, I'll never miss it again. Yeah. Good morning, Hope. Good morning, guys. All right, I have 9:04. We're going to wait one more minute. Yes, I'm going to a baby shower today. And then later on this evening, have you guys heard of paddle parties? Paddle parties are all the rage in certain parts of the country with direct sales. So it obviously became popular here in North Carolina, and I am heading to one. It's a fundraiser, and a paddle party is quarters. It's kind of called a quarter auction or whatever like that. But anyway, so I'll gather some information, snap some pictures, and come in and share it with you guys next week live and share what we've got. Because that would be fun, wouldn't it? Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. All right. Yeah. You know what? Let me share something. A kind of couple tips as we get started. Good morning, Lisa. No time to get to the store this weekend with the weather and event. Okay. Well, you know what? Hey, good morning, Kimberly, Nancy, Michelle. Oh my gosh. No time to get to the store. Okay. So why don't we do this? The weather's bad for you guys. Why don't we do it Wednesday? Everybody post it between now and Wednesday because I want everybody to have, well, you know, Sandra, do you have a notebook at home that you could just snap a picture of it and say, I'm using this? You don't have to go to the store. Just, I'm sure you guys have kids, you have notebooks, you have all kinds of stuff. So just something that you have designated with on the front of the notebook, Coffee with Kathy notes. Yeah, let's do it. All right. So did you know, guys, first of all, I don't know if you saw my post in the community group this morning, but you know, Facebook has made those changes, and one of the things, oh my gosh, let me get this. One of the things that I think I don't even need it. One of the things that they're doing, or they're stopping, and it's going to be gradual, but we might as well start with good habits now, is, you know how when you're in Facebook and you see something that says sponsored, it's, you know, an ad selling something. Remember I told you that's where I got that body shaper because I saw it pop on Facebook. Well, I guess anyway, has just had, I don't know why I'm drawing a blank of his name. You guys will tell me what his name is, I'm sure. Oh, I know, Adrian. I'm going to get to the bingo. I promise, Adrian. But you know what? I have to digress a little bit. Anyway, so Mark Zuckerberg. So anyway, so he was realizing, not he, but I'm sure his group was realizing that some people were just getting fed up with Facebook not being as social of a media, and there were too many ads and too many, you know, sales and things like that. And that's really, you know, it's unfortunate, but that's when people left, they weren't coming back. So what he decided to do is to change the algorithms. And again, it's going to take some time, but I really want to make sure that we are already doing it before it even goes full force. So what he wants to do is he wants the promotions to come, and not selling, but recommendations to come from us. So he doesn't want, let's say for example, we share the blog, the Lemongrass Spa blog. He wants it to be, instead of Lemongrass Spa putting their blog, he wants that blog link to be shared by us. Now, where it comes down to be a little bit trickier for you guys is, in order for your followers to sense value and to feel like she knows what she's talking about type of you know, impression, you must make sure you wrap that link, you wrap a story around it or a conversation around it. Now, you don't want to go paragraphs, but you know, 3 or 4 sentences, 5 sentences is really perfect. So you brand yourself by what you are sharing, and that's why you want to be careful that I tend to stay away from scare tactics. I tend to follow you know, websites and things that are more less scary and more educational. So again, that's where sometimes you guys ask me to, you know, get some verbiage with, you know, with a certain link that you found, and I just say, you know what, I'm not comfortable even talking about or sharing this, let alone talking about it or putting my spin on it for you. So I think, again, the key is, if you share a graphic, tell a story about that graphic. If you share a link, tell a story about that link. Ask a question. Maybe, you know, give a comment about your impression or your feeling. So that's where I think we're going to see Facebook going more and more into the future. And I've started a mock Facebook group. I've started to give you graphics where I'm actually talking in the first person, where I say I'm, you know, type of thing. So again, that's going to be more and more where you're going to see Facebook going. So, and you guys know, when you send me a graphic, you always ask me, you know, if I can help you with the word choices, etc. And I love it, because I'd rather you come to me or to your leader and make sure that what you're posting and what you're saying sounds like, you know, you would be believable, authentic, and people would follow you and share you. That's the other thing. You want to be shared. And if you just snap a link there or share a graphic, that, you know, nobody's going to brag about you. So anyway, so I wanted to say that thing about the Facebook changes and stuff. The other thing I discovered is, if you post a video on your business page, once you start to get some likes on that video, you can click on those that have liked it. You can actually, you know, see the individuals that have liked the video, and you can scroll down and see if they've liked your business page. They can like the video and not like your business page. So the next time you post a video, and I think it could work probably with a graphic too, but I know it works with a video. The next time you go live on your business page, start watching for those likes, click on those, the likes, and it'll give you the list of all the people. And then what you want to do is you want to make sure you'll see beside their name if they've joined. The word is, you know, if you have the word invite there, it means you have not given them an invite to join you. If you see the word invited or join, then you've already sent them an invite and they've joined. But the key is you want to be able to make sure that you are constantly checking back on your business page to make sure that those that are liking or commenting actually are liking, have joined your business page. So, and it's join. I'm sorry. Did I say like? I think it's join. But anyway, so you want to make sure you're always going back and doing some housekeeping there. Karen said she's seen a lot of people in Facebook jail because of some of their new rules. Yeah, Karen, and this really doesn't have anything. Well, I guess it has something to do with that, but it's just something that got announced yesterday. And it's been all over the press, in the news. I put it with Coffee with Kathy. But the bottom line is they want to have more community. And we're going to be, I know I shared with you guys on the 29th. Right now it's set for the 29th of, I haven't given you the date, but I'm giving it to you now. On January 29th, we're going to do a ribbon cutting of our new mock Facebook customer group. Just like the mock Facebook party group, we're going to do a mock Facebook customer group where your leaders, some industry experts at times will come in, and we were going to be teaching you how to have an impressionable customer group, because it really should be about forming a community. And so you want to be, you want to have help, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to help you to discover what gets the most traction, what gets the most, awareness, and and so we're gonna be doing that for you guys. And right now we've got it scheduled for January 29th as the ribbon cutting at 12 noon Eastern time. So put that on your calendar. If it changes, of course, I'll let you know, but you've got that there. All right, so a couple other things before we get to the bingo is I found, because we're going to be going to leadership, I went in and looked at some hotel hacks. I see some frowny faces. I'm not sure if you've accidentally pushed those frowny faces or not, but let's just stay with the loves. Let's just stay with the hearts, and that way we don't have to hit the wrong button. No, I'm only kidding. No, I'm not kidding. But anyway, so I did a hotel hack in the retreat group, and so what I shared is a couple different things for the hotel hacks. And then one of it was that you take they said a dryer sheet, but of course we don't use dryer sheets. We're too smart for that. So I decided that, I don't know if you guys have seen these Kleenex hand towel, these pop-up hand towels. This is what I always have recommended that you use for your vendor events and even for your hand spa experiences at your parties, if you don't want to have to worry about towels, because quite honestly, I have to go home and wash them, and who wants to do that, right? Who wants to do laundry? So, so this is by Kleenex, and they're hand towels, and they're pop up, and they're nice, and it eliminates the roll of paper towel at your vendor event. I've said to you guys quite a few times, we eat with our eyes, so you want to make sure that when they walk up to your table, that first impression is of you, of course, and then of your table. So, so that's why I love those hand towels. So the hotel hack was you take a dryer sheet, and in some hotels, you've got the air conditioning units by the windows. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Oh, April said fat finger, small phone. Okay, well, I'll forgive you, April, because that was not a nice face that you sent me. I'm only kidding. So anyway, so if you notice in older hotels, it's the unit, the cooling and heating unit that's under the window. So this one tip was that you take dryer sheets and you use clothespins, and you put the dryer sheets over the unit when it blows warm or cold air, and the scent from the dryer sheet will get rid of the odor of the room, the smell in the room. Well, of course, we know that at the same time, we're just, breathing in so many toxins from those dryer sheets, like, hello. So I had an idea, and then I've taken it crazy with this idea. So here are those paper towels. So why not have our room spray, and you spray the room spray, and then you put this over those units, right? And then you've got aromatherapy that's going in the room, and you could do clean air, you could do lavender, balancing act if you have hot flashes. So again, you've got whatever you decide you want that room to be able to be, benefiting you. You've got that aromatherapy room spray and body and room spray, body mist and room spray on here. So then I decided, oh my gosh, my girlfriend used to make these, and stick with me. You're probably thinking, where's she going with this? She used to make these sachets out of cloth bags where she would put potpourri in it, and then she'd tie them up, and she would give them as gifts for you to put in your lingerie drawer and your sweater drawer for your, do you guys know where I'm coming? You know where I'm going with this? Yeah. So she's, and I used to have them tucked in my drawer, and I loved it because when I took my underwear out or my socks or my sweaters or my bedclothes, my pajamas, it had this scent and always reminded me of her. So I'm thinking that we do this with our mist and do it in our own drawers, right? I mean, how wonderful would we love to have that constant scent, healthy scent that's attached to our clothes without having to worry about, putting it on our body. Now, the other thing that would be fun is if you send Valentine cards. These fold really nicely. They pop out like this, but they fold really nicely. You guys could even, if you wanted to, cut them on these pre-folded lines, or you could fold them and you could include them in your host kits, right? Or in your customer thank you cards, and you could send them first with that body spray, and then you could fold them and tuck them into a card, and then what you could do is give them instructions to put these in their lingerie drawer. What do you think? Is that just such a great idea? I mean, honestly, my mind was going, oh, we could do this. Oh, this became the shiny object. Okay, so I'm going to give you one more tip about it. And the other tip for this is this morning, I tried it. It was fabulous. Before I got in the shower, I took my towel and I, laid it out over my counter, my bath towel, and this is an awesome live make and take. Yeah, Tammy, and I'm not even good at making takes. I'm not creative that way at all. But I just started, my brain. So I took my towel before I got in the shower and I laid it out so it was open, and I misted it with an aromatherapy body mist. And while I'm showering, it's going into the fabric of the towel. I got out of the shower. Now remember, your body, when it's warm, when it's moist and warm, that's why they tell you to put your moisturizer on your face before it's totally dry, and to do all that good stuff with your body before it's dry, because that's why I do my body mist while my body is still moist. Well, what I decided to do, I'm like, you know what? Instead of spraying the body mist on my body, I'm going to spray it on my towel. Then I'm going to dry myself with my towel. Well, guess what? It came on me from the towel, and the towel had the most amazing scent. So then my towel has that scent. I have that scent, and I don't wash my towels after each showering. Some of you might, but I don't, because I'm clean. So I just want to make sure that they're dry before, I make sure I can get them someplace where, they dry out a little bit better. And then, but anyway, so that's, oh my gosh. So now you have so many uses for these for Valentine's Day. This is a great idea for Valentine's Day, right? Because these are great for little travel gifts. So again, what you guys are going to want to do is, when we talk about Valentine's Day ideas in just a minute, you're going to want to make sure that these look like Valentine gifts. So you must be thinking, walk up and down the aisles of your dollar store, your Dollar General, or your Target. Go to the dollar section of Target. Listen, you don't even have to be a Martha Stewart or someone in this group that is so talented, like Megan Russo. You don't even have to be like them. You can mimic someone else. I mean, imitation is one of the best forms of flattery. So that would be what you want to do. Now, one more thing I'm going to say, speaking of walking down through the aisles, how many of you in your inbox, when you get a newsletter, or let's say an advertisement from Target or, some other store that if you're not going to buy from them, you're not interested, you delete it. Don't delete it, because the reason I sign up for all those newsletters of all those stores that are high-end stores that probably pay their marketing people thousands of dollars to do marketing when it comes to seasonality and, times of the year, is because I take their ideas. Yes, you think some of those word choices that I give you are from this brain? Well, some of them are, because I am a little more gifted and talented in creativity when it comes to magic words. But honestly, the Hallmark website, Pillsbury, I used to give so many great ideas with Pampered Chef from the Pillsbury word choices. When I would want to advertise a certain party and recipe that I was doing, I would go to some of those websites. And I'm like, oh my goodness, this sounds a great on-the-go recipe, right? I used to do dashboard dining. What do you think I came up with the dashboard dining idea? And by the way, dashboard dining is, eating in your car. Well, I wanted to choose healthy fast food, and I used to call my party dashboard dining. Well, that didn't come from me. It came from who knows where, but I adopted it. And then when I adopted the title or the theme, then I took all the ideas that were fast food, healthy fast food, because you make them at home with like our brownie pan and things like that. That's where I came up with my theme. So guys, keep those newsletters, keep those advertisements coming in your inbox. Listen, email is fabulous to be able to come up with marketing ideas. So don't delete them. In fact, subscribe to a lot, especially, certain types of companies that are, maybe they lend themselves to do skincare, healthy skincare. Well, they don't even have to be healthy. You can put your spin on it because you know what their advertising is for that season, and then you will go ahead and say and get away from the toxins and come over to lemongrass spa. So again, keep those coming in your inbox, because that is going to really, really benefit you. Okay. So let's talk about the bingo, and then we'll end with our Valentine ideas. Brownie equal healthy. It is. Yes, it is. Yep. Valentine's Day vendor event. Oh my gosh, we've got tons of idea for you. Good morning, Diane. Top of the morning to you too. All right. So let me tell you what happened. So I went to a Norwex party. Yes. And I went there for two reasons. First of all, because my friend does Norwex, and first of all, I love going to other direct sales parties. Listen, when people invite me to their parties through Facebook, I go. When you guys might get annoyed that you get invited to all these parties. No, I go. And why do I go? Because I want to eavesdrop on what they're doing and what they're saying, that I can add to my collection of what I want to do and what I want to say. And that's how some of my ideas come to you. So when I get invited to a direct sales, like tonight, I'm going to that paddle party. Well, I probably have no intention of doing a paddle party myself, but you best believe I'm going to get some ideas to come back and say to you guys, oh my gosh, this was fun, or don't do it. So, yep, okay. So when we arrived, and it was a mega party, so they had tables set around, and what I loved about this is each table only had space for 4 people. Well, 3. It was the host and 3 of her friends. That was the mega party. And the tables in this clubhouse were really small round top tables, like almost bar tables, if you will. Oh my gosh, it was so adorable. Okay, Tracy says, yeah, always go to every party. Tracy, it's absolutely true. Listen, we want to be the roving reporter. We want to discover what is everybody else doing, and the best way to discover it is to accept an invitation to a virtual party and an in-home party. Yep. Not to mention, you will be surprised who from other companies will buy from you. Yep. Okay. So we got there, we went through, got some snackies, very light snacks, which I love because I don't believe in a lot of heavy food. Not at 7 o'clock at night. This was 6:30, but I don't believe in that at all. And this is from somebody that used to teach cooking classes. But listen, it is what it is. You know, it's just not healthy. And, you know, we're into health, so we don't do heavy eating that time of night. All right. So got our drinks and sat down, and she had they had the new catalog, and they had the order form and the pens and the raffle slip. I mean, the customer care slips were right there. And then she had this. Oh my gosh. And she had, it was this size, a little bit smaller, but it was big. And I asked Rachel where she got them, and she said she thinks she got them at Walmart, or she got them at Target. They were cardboard. They were cardboard bingo cards. And then in the center of the table, she had a small clear drinking glass, you know, like the little wine glasses, if you will. Oh, yeah, I started to go off on that shiny object thing. I'm not going there anymore. No, I am going to go there again, I'm sure, because I forgot something else to share with you, but I want to stay on the bingo for a minute. And then she had all the little bingo, you know, things that you put when they call bingo. She had, you know, little discs, yeah, round circle discs. And she had them in there. And so we just picked them up and we took a handful and we laid them there. And she played bingo. Yes, that's how we started the party out. Bingo. Because whoever won a little collection of Norwex. I had, it was some soap in there. It was one of their Environ cloths. It was, I mean, and at every table, I forgot to tell you, at every seating area, they had a little gift bag, and they had samples where they actually created samples. And I think they had an Environ cloth in there too, the small one, the very small ones that come in sets of 4. And then this. I don't know if you guys can see that. Isn't that great? So it was a 25% off gift certificate. Now, again, remember, this is what they advertised. You know, come and you're going to be able to receive this, this, and this for attendance only. So again, of course, you know, people came because they wanted that goodie bag. So they were very clear. We're going to start off with a bingo game. We're going to have a winner at each table. Everybody's going to leave home with a, you know, blood. So guys, it doesn't matter if you do a mega party or if you have an in-home party, or let's see, could we do this with a virtual party? Yeah, you could do it with a virtual party, because your virtual party, you want to say everyone's going to, you know, just by accepting the invitation, you get a gift with purchase. You know, when you place it, and then later on you place a $50 order, get this, and you could show that during a live, you know, something like this. You could show that during your live event. So you could do, you know, a lot of different things with a virtual party, but you have to be announcing them all along the way, because that's what got us there that night. Well, not me. I was going to go anywhere anyway. But again, isn't that great? Isn't that a good idea? But I'm telling you, I told you guys I am not a party person, but I have to tell you, I love to play bingo. I love the thrill of having 4 marked and waiting for that last one. I need one more. I need one more. And I'm looking around, looking to see who else. So again, that would be so fun. Now, if you decide to get your own bingo cards, you know, they're going to be, you know, sturdier cardboard. Certainly do that. However, if you decide to make your own sheets like this, just make sure that you have lap boards. We talked about lap boards quite a few times on my training, because when they go to play bingo, they want to be able to put these on their laps with their lap board. And then what you could do is you could have highlighters. You wouldn't even have to have those little discs, because unless you're on a table, those discs are going to move back and forth. But you could have fun highlighters, and they just go ahead and highlight, you know, and scratch out. Listen, I have to tell you, it was so much fun. What an icebreaker. I mean, it was fun. So I'm thinking that might be a fun way of starting your parties in February. Give it a try. Do a bingo. And Katie she shared with us her training. She did training in the mock Facebook party group, and she did a live training. We brought her in on a call like this, and she showed how to do bingo virtually. So I'm thinking we're bingoing. We're doing bingo in February, right? I mean, well, let me see some hearts here. Who else is going to be doing bingo, whether your virtual party or your in-home party? Let's do it. Let's have some fun. Let's think outside the box. You guys are probably thinking, Kathy, I do bingo before, but I never did. So I'm excited. Well, I never did, and I never thought I would. But honestly, I had so much fun. It just created like, an icebreaker among everybody in the room. We're like, I'm one, I have one more. Who has one more? I mean, we talked about the bingo card. It took maybe 5 minutes. I mean, it was no time at all. Then, of course, as she presented the bingo winner with that gift bag, guess what she did? She started pulling out and advertising. So what I would recommend you do is at our in-home parties, I recommend you have that wish list. You say, find it on the wish list because you're going to want it, and you get to advertise those items. And the beauty of doing that is you're not spending your demonstration time on items that are like, $9, $10, things like that. You can just say this is on the list, highlight, and you can move on because you're just pulling it out of the bag. So anyway, so Pamela Miller, hello. I'm so cute. Yeah, I get a little bit excited about this. Hey, Sheila. Yep. Melissa says she goes to other parties and takes notes. Melissa, I go at times and press the record button when she starts a booking commercial or a recruiting commercial. I press that record button. I'm like, I want to hear what she's saying. Yeah. So, Emily, I love prizes too. I am such you guys know I provide incentives for everything. Get $200 in outside orders, and I'm going to give you 50% of my commission. I do. I give to get. I would never give without getting something. So anyway, I want to step aside just for a second, and then we'll go to the Valentine's ideas. Listen, when I was at Glenn, when we did Glenny's make and take, I think it was, video, I happened to notice that she had these big cloths. I don't know if you guys can see these. Oh, there we go. Oh, like that. Look at that. Do you see how big they are? Look at in my hand. So I said to Glennie, where did you get these? Because remember, I shared with you about the Kleenex ones, but they're so hard to find. These just came from Rite Aid or Walgreens. Yeah, and I have to tell you, I love the fact that they're quilted on one side. Oh, let's see if I can do this again. They're quilted on one side, and then they are smooth on the other side. So I'm going to suggest, I just had another idea. Oh my gosh. And tuck this in a thank you card. Oh my gosh, you wouldn't even have to fold this. You could spritz this with aromatherapy body mist and tuck this in a thank you card and then tell her to tuck this in her lingerie drawer. Oh my gosh, that's a great idea. Oh my goodness gracious. So anyway, but back to what I use this for. So I love using this for my eye makeup remover. And then, that's got a little bit more of a, kind of traction side. And then this is the smooth side. So this you could even, let me think what we could use this for. Maybe your hydrating mist. Because your eye makeup remover, you want some traction, to kind of get all the rest of it, up under your eyelashes and things like this. And this could be for your hydrating mist. Oh my gosh, would that feel so nice on your face? Anyway, so I love these. So I want to make sure you guys get these because I think they're fabulous. Okay, so let's talk about Valentine's. Again, guys, so we're going to go back to Valentine's and back to your email. Make sure you guys are getting some of the marketing ideas from those other companies, because we don't have to recreate the wheel. They get paid big bucks, and we can go ahead and I started to say plagiarize, but no, we don't plagiarize. We borrow, we copy and tweak for sure. All right. So how many of you do catalog parties? I love them, and a lot of times it's, it can be a fun way of, having, if you can mail the catalog kit to your host work, it's so much fun. So think about it in Valentine's going into February, all of what your Valentine's, and you could start now. She does not have to close in February, but now that we're there's nothing in January anymore, so we're looking at February. So everything you send her, if you put some confetti in there, some, shredded paper, you guys can go to the dollar store and get some cute host kits, boxes, and either deliver them or mail them. And I think one of the videos I did probably, in the spring of last year, was you can buy the photo boxes from Michael's, and you can actually put your catalogs in there and, some fun, Valentine candy and confetti and maybe, something to do with Valentine's Day from the dollar store, maybe even some, fun napkins. Find a pack of napkins. If it's an in-home party, of course, find a pack of napkins so she can use at her party in February. And then when you tape it up, you put the address, so when you tape it up, you can ship it. It's actually less than if you sent a priority envelope with your host kit. So, so if you're sending priority envelopes through the U.S. mail, they were $6.75 or something. These boxes are a little bit less, depending on what all you put in there and the weight and stuff like that. But anyway, so that's what I would do. And the beauty of that also, guys, is you can pretend you have 4 parties booked today, like this weekend, like early, as soon as possible. You could stack those host kits up, those real cute host kits for your February parties. You could go live and you could say, oh my goodness gracious, I've just got a couple dates left, guys. I want to show you what my hosts are getting in February. And you could open one of those boxes up and you could do a show and tell and say, if you're interested in getting one of these, comment below and I'll message you with my available dates that are still left in February. And then you can talk about what you're going to be doing in February. You can still do hand spas in February and get some cute red gloves because February is still a cold month. You could do facials and maybe the hair bands are going to be red hair bands. I'll bet you could go and find heart headbands, red headbands with white hearts. But again, go live and start now advertising what your February hosts are getting and make it sound like that your hosts, you're getting them out the door. These are going out the door today and stack them. And then and if you do parties in a bag, some people do parties in a bag, and that's where you buy a bag and you put the paper products in it. So you've got your cups, your napkins, your paper plates, and your utensils, and those would all have a Valentine's theme, and they go in a Valentine's bag, and you could do that live. You could go live and say, I'm doing parties in the bag next month, so I'm going to be supplying everything, and I'll even supply my special brownies. Now, guys, special brownies are a 99-cent box of brownies that you bake, and then you can take heart candies, and I think you can get chocolate heart candies that have caramel in it. And when the brownies come out of the oven, you push these heart candies down in the hot baked brownies, and then you let them set for a few minutes. And what happens is the brownie and the chocolate and the caramel start to melt inside the brownies that are already baked because they're hot, and then you can dust them with powdered sugar and get a doily. What's really fun is to get a doily, put the doily over the top of the brownies, and then dust it with powdered sugar, and then lift the doily up, and it gets really lacy looking off the top. And oh my gosh, there's so many things you guys can do for next month, but you want to be going live, have a visual of that, because people join people and they host with people. So you must have something that just really strikes them. Okay, so for your catalog parties, you could have your catalog kits lined up in your virtual Facebook and say, how many of you work outside the home and you have friends that you work with? Why don't we do this? Why don't we have some catalogs sent to you and your friends along with some samples? Why don't we send you some fun lemongrass spa samples? Comment below and I'll put some fun catalogs in the mail with some fun samples, and you can have your own catalog shopping experience with your friends next month. Now, what you want to do is you want to put in this, and I'll put this in the Coffee with Kathy group. It's called a Valentine's Fun Kit. So what it is you say, thank you for hosting a Valentine Fun Kit. And every customer who purchases a lemongrass spa product totaling $10 is able to place their name on any line. So she collects names based on the orders that she gets. For each $10 in order, you put your name on another line. And then there is one line that is worth $10 in free products. And you know what that line is. They don't. You know what that line is. And you tell your host, no, you don't want to tell your host. She might slip. She might have a favorite and slip. So what you do is you have one of these lines as your free $10 product or $10 credit. And so that lucky line is after she sends us and fills it back and sends it to you or snaps it on, sends you a photo of it, that person gets that $10 or 20, whatever you guys want. I think $10 is perfect. But, and it says you have blank, this is for your host, you have blank to return this fun pack to me with all the lines filled, and you, that host, will receive $25 in free products. So what you want to do is you want to provide it a pretty good incentive, because now remember, your host has to fill out 20 of these. She has to fill out 20 lines. And you want to make sure, it says here, but you want to make sure that you remind her you want the name and the texting number, their texting number. Listen, some people still have landlines. You don't want landlines. You want texting numbers, because you want to be able to text them and say thank you and then offer them the opportunity to do something like this. You guys could do something like this each month. You could do it in February. You could do it in March. It could be a seasonal thing that you do each and every month. So again, this is what we're going to do for catalog kits. Oh, you could even offer this as outside orders for your in-home party hosts and your Facebook party hosts. I hope those of you that are doing Facebook parties, you are providing an incentive for your Facebook party hosts to collect $200 in outside orders. Because if you don't, she's not thinking about the people that she works with or her neighbors or her Bible study friends or her MOPS group. She's only thinking about the people that are showing up during that Facebook party that are on Facebook. And guys, you guys know, when you talk to a host, she communicates sometimes 4 different ways. She has friends on Facebook. She has friends that she talks to on email. She has friends that she texts, and she has friends that she is just out and about with. So again, the important thing is you understand that and you let her know that you know that, so she feels like every one of her friends are covered, that nobody is left out. And that's the most important thing. It doesn't always mean that we are getting sales. It means that we are getting leads from people that she introduces us to, because we have shared with her, how do you get out to those people? Who are they, and how do we reach them? And this is where your partnership with her is so critical, because she remembers that. And then when you sign her as a consultant, she even remembers it more. Okay. So this is going to be in the Coffee with Kathy group. And now's the time to start thinking about some of the reasons why people will get together to have their friends celebrate Valentine's Day gift ideas. Now, again, nobody's going to come to your house on Valentine's Day, so it all has to be before the event. So one of the things that you can do is you can do make and takes. And there's so many cookie, cupcake, and candy molds now in Michael's and in all the AC Moore, Joanne Fabrics. I mean, they're all showing different ways to make candy and make cupcakes with all the papers and the molds. This is the time that you want to host at your home a make and take for Valentine's Day. Now listen, you need to make sure you have 2 dates. When our new consultants start their lemongrass spa business, we are going to be rethinking and calling it a celebration. When they need 2 dates to celebrate with their friends. Yes, it's still a launch, but they're launching their celebration. So I want you to think about the fact that they're celebrating. It would be fun to put balloons on their mailbox, etc. I know I'm digressing, but I wanted to get that in there to you, because at the leadership retreat, I'm going to actually be teaching that topic about launch parties for consultants, both virtual and in home. And one of the things that I realized is we focus too much on the business, which makes her really nervous. This is a celebration for her. She's sharing the products that she loves and introducing new products and to her world of lemongrass spa, with the fact that they're in the kit, and then she's sharing and getting her friends excited about what she's going to start supporting and having them be able to come back to her when they need just to ditch and switch. But anyway, so when you have your make and takes at your home, you need to have 2 dates, because you're going to find that people are going to be, oh my gosh, I wish you hadn't chosen that date. It's blah, blah, blah. And you're like, no problem at all. I've got a second date. I've got and this is what you say, so many people are coming to the first date. However, there were just enough of you that couldn't make it that I've decided to pick a second date. You don't want to make it sound like the first date wasn't successful. It's so many are already signed up for the first date. You might even say, all my seats are taken for the first date. So I've got a second date. Does that second date work for you? So again, make sure you pick 2 days. And guys, if you have a leader that lives close to you, you want to tag her and you want to say, can we do this together? If you're new and your upline is close to you, they will love being able to be there and support you. Even if they have to drive a little bit of a distance to be there with your friends and do this with you, that is a great opportunity for you to bond with your leader, your sponsor. I mean, they want your success. Listen, they need you every bit as you need them. Just remember that. They need you every bit as you need them. All right. So, and again, everything that goes out now should have Valentine's stickers. Thank you note cards, things like that. How about gift cards, gift certificates they use in February? Start sending your thank you notes to all your October, November, and December customers, and offer them in February a gift certificate. And say, just redeem in February. Now, again, if they talk about redeeming it sometime the first part, or you need the first couple weeks to be booked in February, offer them a special bonus if they pick these dates, and you list the dates on the card. There's nothing wrong when you send a thank you card by putting something in there that gets them something in addition that they're going to have fun with their friends. I have no problem at all saying in February I'm offering this. If you'd like to take advantage of it, grab a few of your friends and we will do this. And again, you could do facials, you could do hand spas, you could do foot spas if they're on a Friday evening or if they're on a weekend. Okay, let me see. Gift sets, make sure that any time that you are talking about a product, you say, and by the way, in February, we're offering this as a special, and then you show, it decorated. Anytime you're showing a product, make it look like it's a February gift special. And, again, it doesn't have to be just a booking special, just anything that they want to, that you're trying to share a little bit about the reasons why you're using it. Say, and by the way, in February, and you can drop it in that little February gift bag and say, this is a special treat, and I'm going to be doing a special, offer on that, in the month of February. So again, make it all about February. A contest you could do for your customers, you could spend a certain amount in the month of February and get blah, 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 and call it a sweetheart of a deal. Again, just make sure that when you are offering that, it's on Valentine graphic, right? So it's a Valentine thing. Let me see. Great time to make contacts with your previous host. Go back and offer all your past hosts a past host gift where they can upgrade that gift to something else if they decide to rebook. Remember, go back to all your January and February and March hosts from 2017 because they chose that date for some reason last year. They'll choose it again this year. Businesses, listen, everybody wants ideas to give their coworkers, doctors, dentists. They want little sweet treats. And listen, nobody wants chocolate. People are I mean, dark chocolate's the only chocolate people will gravitate to because it's got healing properties. So why not create little gift bags and gift ideas to your dentist and say, listen, we have a special, and if any of you would like to purchase this gift idea for some of your friends or family member, or maybe some coworkers here, that would be really fun. They could even do like a Secret Santa where they draw names, and you do a special where you have little gift ideas for them, that if they do a Valentine, Secret Santa type of thing, you could call it something besides Secret Santa, and then you could have specials that everybody gets, something different. But you guys know what I mean. So your businesses, and again, this is the month of love. So who do you love? You love your customers. You love your past hosts. You might as well go ahead and start stocking up on some of those, little ideas that we've just shared. And listen, even if somebody's not interested in hosting, they're not interested in, giving anything, putting anything on your calendar, give them a thank you by tucking things in that buy Valentine's cards. Send them so they arrive the very first part of February. You don't want them to arrive on Valentine's Day. It's going to get minimized because they're going to get Valentine's cards from their husbands or wives or children, things like that. So maybe you do this idea where you do a little spritz, you put it in Valentine cards, and you send the Valentine cards out to arrive the first or second day of February, right? I mean, it's the month of love, right? Now, the other thing you guys might want to think about doing is taking our $50 signing bonus and offering something yourself as a way of starting in February. They sign now, they get their catalog parties lined up, they get their virtual parties lined up, and they do their in-home parties in February, or they can do their in-home parties now and book for February, because with all these February ideas, they're going to get excited about what they can do in February that's a little bit out of the box, a little bit unusual for a February business. However, I'm thinking if you want to do something to get that person that's just kind of like, oh, I still haven't decided, you want to say to them, listen, we're offering a special because in February we have a lot of bookings that get on our calendar in February, and I don't want to have you miss that opportunity. So I'm going to be offering, and you offer something in addition to that kit, that $50 bonus. Offer something. And the beauty of it, if somebody is hosting with you this month, it would be a perfect opportunity for you to remind her she's got that host cash. And if somebody decides that she wants to sign, maybe she gets that party as her launch party, as her celebration party. Listen, if you sign a host before her party closes, you don't have to do a launch celebration party for her. She's already watched you. You've already said to her, I don't know if you ever thought about this, watch me tonight. Pretend you're the consultant. Tell me what you think after it's over, because I think you're going to love this. I think you should try it for 30 days. What do you think? And just give her that way, because when you talk to your host like that, she's looking through the lens of a new consultant. And then when the party's over and you give her her bookings, she's going to be able to launch her own self with her friends, because that's what the bookings are, her friends. You don't have to do a launch party. You don't have to put another night or day on your calendar. She's perfectly capable of doing that celebration, those practice parties herself. So, and for those of you that are leaders, it's the month of love. So maybe offer some type of an incentive that you are running this month that should be recruiting incentive. And then something special comes to them that has a Valentine's theme to it. So again, I think it's really important that we use this seasonality of February this month to really get some traction and some engagement and some additional results of the efforts that we put in, because I think it's really, we're such a relationship business, and isn't February about relationships? I mean, yeah, right? So anyway, let's see if we have any questions. Does anybody have any questions that they ask me before I start, or Let me see. Oh, Teresa says she has a healthy brownie recipe. There we go, Teresa. I don't believe desserts should ever be healthy, but that's just me. So if you have a healthy brownie recipe, I shouldn't say that, Teresa. I do too. In fact, there is, if you go to Whole Foods, there is a black bean brownie recipe, and I had to do it because I had I did a bridal shower, and she was gluten-free, and I made the black bean brownies. Oh my gosh, I had the husbands, the boyfriends and the bride-to-be's the groom, when they walked in, because I made extra batches of it, they ate and ate and ate, and they had no idea it was from black beans. So yes, absolutely. I just always used to say, I'll take my calories in my dessert and not in my, my other ways. But anyway, not my carbs. If I'm going to have carbs or unhealthy, it's going to be dessert. All right, let's see if there's anything else you guys had that you commented on. All right. Okay, here we go. Okay, how about the body spritz sprayed on it and put it in the lingerie drawer? I said that. On it? Yeah, that's what I think I said that. I think, Diane, maybe you missed that? I did. I said this is what my whole idea this morning before I got was my lingerie drawer. Yes, because my friend used to make sachets. I used to tuck them in my lingerie drawer. So yeah, when you send her this, if you're going to give her this a gift, or you decide to fold this up and give it to her, these sheets, yes, you do want to give her the reason why you sent it. She's going to smell it and say, what's this? So yeah, lingerie drawer. Yep. Okay, let me see. Use the Kleenex pads for hydrating mitts. Good. Let me see. Yeah, the Kleenex boxes, yeah. Walmart's probably the best place to buy them because they're a lot less money. They can be pretty pricey, yeah? Oh, yes, Jackie, watch the replay for sure. And Jackie, tag your peeps. Watch the replay. Oh, special brownies have an entire different meaning around here? Yes. You know what? Yeah, I watched a movie the other night, and they made brownies with pot, with marijuana, and it was Last Man Standing. I was watching a rerun of that, and it was hilarious. Yeah, I would like to have those brownies sometimes, yeah, just to kind of chill, but it's not legal, so I can't. Yeah. Okay, Holly says she makes her organic homemade chocolates and currently running a Valentine's Day Love Bundle and heart-shaped chocolates and select. Oh my gosh, yes. Perfect, Holly. Love that. She said, I'll read it to you. I make my own organic homemade chocolates and I'm currently running a Valentine's Day Love Bundle with heart-shaped chocolates and select lemongrass spa products. And yes, people are ordering. Holly, if you have a photo of that, the finished product, I would love to have you snap it and put it in this group. That would be perfect. Yes. Yeah, Sheila's laughing at April's. Hey, Jennifer. Hello. Yeah. A friend just sent me an email about maybe become a consultant. Now I have to rewatch this. Well, Emily, and you are welcome to get on my calendar and chat. I mean, anytime, guys, you have wonderful upline leaders. Absolutely. And you have me. You have me or them. So, you can double dip. You can have us both. I mean, you can have us both. But yeah, I would love to be able to. I'm called the closer. I have a really high rate of closing. Yeah, it might have something to do with that, that I'm like this little bulldog. I'm very tenacious. Yeah, but anyway. But I'm nice about it. I'm not, I'm not the used car salesman. All right. Okay. Oh, Kim says these ideas are just lovely. Yes. Yes, Pamela, I love the idea about celebration of the consultant also. I have been chewing on that for a while, and then when Heidi and I talked about what class that I should teach or topic I should teach at leadership retreat, it blew up. So I'm very excited about it. And I will be teaching it, guys, on one of the university calls. So you will get it after I deliver it to the leadership retreat. I'll come back and deliver it to all of you because you all deserve to hear it too. All right. Let's see. Holly said she's offered an additional $25 in products. Good. Would it be too much to match the $50 bonus within the 50 shop? I don't think it is, Adrian. You know what? And what you guys might want to do is might want to say, with adding, I'm so glad Adrienne said this. When you add an additional signing bonus yourself, you always want to make sure that it has some strings attached. And I know I don't like that word, but that phrase, but I think it has to, because you might find that some people take the $50 cash from you, because it would well be product cash. So you wouldn't be spending a full $50 because you would order the $50 in additional products through your back office with your discount. So it wouldn't be exactly $50. However, I think it has to be where you reward her with something she's doing with the $50. For example, when you have your 2 or 3 launch parties scheduled and your 2 friends scheduled on your calendar, you might say, yay, now you get your extra $50 in products from me. Go through the catalog and let me know what you'd like to purchase so we can have it in time for your first party with your friends. So she doesn't have to have her lunch party or a celebration party, because you can bring those products that she's wanting to add. You can bring them yourself, so you can train her how to use those products at her first launching out in somebody else's home. But I would make sure that she has that scheduled month of 4 parties, 2 of her celebration, and 2 of her family members. Then you reward her and tell her, once you get your 4 dates selected and filled, I'm going to be sending you a gift, and it's a $50 gift certificate, and you're going to choose $50 worth of lemongrass spa products, and I'm going to be ordering them and having them delivered to your home. So that's how I would wrap that $50 or $25, whatever you guys decide to use. In addition to the signing bonus, I would just have that safety net, if you will, there. And one of the things that I recommend is when she sets her 2 friends up on her calendar, you get their name and address and send them a thank you card, or send them a text, because you want to make sure they know that she has somebody behind her helping her, and she knows that you take this seriously with the 2 parties that she's booked with the in-home party, celebration parties. Does that make sense? Listen, I used to do that with Pampered Chef all the time. If I had the least bit doubt that somebody was trying to be a kidnapper, I'd say to her, oh my gosh, let me send a thank you to your host that you've chosen. In fact, give me her texting number. I'd love to text her too. And then when I send her a thank you note, I'll send her a little, 5% off or something like that. And you could see the look on their face, at times like, okay, I need to really have real names. So again, if you want to do that, there's nothing wrong with it. It's that safety net. It's to ensure that you are, having this business, established, intentionally. Yeah. Okay. Hope says, I have a gal is on the fence about joining. She doesn't think she has the time. She knows about the 50 incentive. Not sure where to go from there. Hope, call me. Hope, get on my calendar, message me, and we'll chat. Because listen, we shouldn't have any fence setters. I mean, they're either yes or they're no. And most time, guys, if they're a maybe, they're really a no. They just don't know how to tell you no. Now that a yes could be, yes, I'd like to, but I have to wait. And that's okay, but that's a yes. That's not a, oh, I don't know. But Hope, what she's doing is she's asking you for help. She's saying, I don't have enough time. What do you think, Hope? Tell me a little bit about this. And tell me, do I need to have a lot of time? We tend to think that it's a stall factor. If they're stalling, when in fact, if somebody has thought about it enough, Hope, to say, gosh, I don't think I have enough time, she has thought about it. So now she wants to come back and say, well, let's talk about what does your life look like? Give me a day in the life of Hope, right? So whatever her name is. So yeah, I'll absolutely help you. Good morning, Kathleen. Yeah, and Pamela said she would only get $50 when they sell 500 or more. I'm so nervous about attaching dollar signs, because that's like, I don't think you should say to your host, if you have a $500 party, I'm going to give you this. Your host doesn't know what a $500 party, it sounds a lot. That's my job, to get the $500 party. So what I say to my host, when you have 10 buying guests, I'm going to give you this, because And they're buying guests. They're not somebody that brings their baby and says, this is my guest. We have those people all the time, but that's okay. We can fix that because it's buying guests. So Pamela, what I would say is, you could even say when you submit your fourth party, it doesn't matter. It has to be $200, Pamela, because you can't submit it unless it's 200. So Pamela, I tend to stay away from the dollar amount. I would go when you submit your fourth party that you could do a $25 here and $25 there. $25 when you get your fourth party on the calendar, another $25 when you submit that fourth party. So that's what I would do. If you want to split it, I'm perfectly capable. I'm perfectly fine with that. But yeah, I'm not a fan of sales. I just think our new consultants, they don't know what sales are. That sounds like a lot to me. So, and it's not, but that's what I would do. Yeah. Or you could attach it to the rewards. As soon as you meet your first reward, Lemongrass Spa is going to give you $75. I'm going to add a $50 bonus to that. Oh my gosh. Or add a $25 bonus. She's now $100. So that I like, because that's attached to a goal. And that goal is attached to the rewards. And yes, it's got a dollar amount attached to it, but Lemongrass Spa has said that's what it is. So you could just jump on board and attach yourself to that rewards bonus. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. So yeah, I mean, Pamela, I get it with the jumpstart. So I would say, let's wait until they get let's use the jumpstart versus the 500. Let's use the word jumpstart. When you reach your jumpstart, your first jumpstart, and then you can say, let's talk about that jumpstart. And then you talk about the jumpstart and she comes to the conclusion it's $750. Yes. Anyway, you guys are all agreeing with Pamela. I don't know. I'm not disagreeing. I prefer not to do the 500 or the dollar amount. No. Okay. Oh, Adrian loves that. Okay, Adrian, good. Yeah, I do too, Adrian. I just, I think it's a softer approach and it's more of a, whatever. Mm-hmm. Safety net. Yeah, Sheila's safety net. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yes. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay, so I don't think we have any more questions. It's 10:08. We're going to wrap up. You guys know you can message me. I'm going to be kind of busy today because I have a bridal shower and then the paddle party tonight. I'll be around all day tomorrow. So, message me, get on my calendar. On Tuesday, I'm actually going to do a university call at 12 noon Eastern time. Remember, they all changed to 12 noon Eastern time, and it's going to be on promotion. So I'm going to really be giving you some ideas on how to promote the promotions, like the clearance. That clearance is a promotion. So we need to know when to promote it, how to promote it. Our signing bonus is a promotion. So again, anything you want to offer personally is a promotion. So we're going to be talking about the language, the timing of it, all that. So 12 noon, it's in the community group, and I'll be coming live. And of course, it's recorded always. So listen, guys, have a wonderful day. I sure will. And I loved having you guys on this call with me this morning. Thank you so much. I can't tell you how much it means to me. Make sure if your peeps didn't attend that you tag them. Tag them. They need to hear and see what you heard and what you saw. All right. Love you guys so much. Okay. Bye. There we go.